plays, one player, one to get better at, one to get rid of, and one that is a masterpiece and we're going to hang in our museum. It is Tucker Kraft, Dan. Tucker Kraft is the best tight end in the National Football League right now. First, we're going to go the improve it. All right, this is a drop. And what you're going to see here is he's going to wrap this defender perfectly. He's going to find the space and give an outlet to the quarterback. But what he does here is because he knows there is no route to hold that outside defender, he's going to tense up and go down instead of catching, pirouetting, and getting upfield, because that actually will turn into a yak opportunity for Tucker Kraft. We'll get better at that. Okay. Now, we're going to get one to remove here. And he had such a great game, we had to go to the sideline. We don't need this, Tucker. We don't need you, no helmet, headbutting your teammate with the helmet on. That's how you get brain injuries.
You know how my people are.
You got to be smarter than this, Tucker. You're a great football player. Let's get that out of our game. And last but not least, Dan, let's go to our league.
All right, so let's go to the game. Essentially, the game sealer. This is that 3rd and 4, fourth quarter, 11 minutes. He's up top. He's in that stack, that widen release. This is kind of like that angle route, that F post versus man coverage. You explain to us exactly how he gets so wide open.
Absolutely. So the F post is like kind of based off of the choice route. So a lot of these options will be the same. If it was a choice, he would get to that top and he would have 3 options. Before we get there, number one, you see this motion.
Yes.
With this motion, why it's important even to Tucker is because it tells him, all right, it's man-to-man. That guy went with him. So now, not only do I know it's man-to-man, I know who's matched on me, right? So after we understand that, the next thing we're going to say is, okay, I'm going to widen my release here. Now,
why is he widening?
He's widening, again, to find his angle. If it was a choice route, at this stage, if that defender hangs inside, he runs an out route.
Yes.
Okay? If that defender bails and it for some reason turns into a zone, he's going to sit it down right now and give an outlet to the quarterback.
He'd get in between outside defender, inside defender.
Absolutely. And lastly, if it's man-to-man the way it is, then I'll know I am crossing face to give this quarterback 100%. 100% crossing face. Now, there's other elements to this that also change some things, because now you also see pressure. So where typically I would want him to take another rotation, now that we know it's man, it's going to happen a little faster.
Okay,
so I know that in my mind too.
You're telling me he knows because the motion goes, it's man-to-man, so more than likely he's going to push vertical, cross face. Once he sees pressure, he's speeding it up just by step?
He's speeding it up because he knows that quarterback has to get the ball out of his hands. Now, his outlet and release off the ball is important because he takes it wide, because what you're trying to do now is to get this defender caught on the wrong side of that route that's in front of Tucker Kraft.
So you're telling me he's widening to force the defender to widen with him and then essentially create this pick by that top receiver?
It's my responsibility to create that pick. I'm in the slot, I widen first. As soon as he falls over the top, I wait for the perfect timing and I cross face. That's why it happens so quick. So also when you see that happen, the defender tries to flow over top. He immediately crosses with great timing. Catch, usually a catch tackle. This is why Tucker Kraft is great. His run after catch is as good as any receiver that you're going to get in the slot in the NFL.
When you catch those in breakers, run away instead of vertical from man coverage.
Not everybody's blessed to do it. Tucker Kraft does it at a great level. All right, here we go.
Yep. That was a masterclass on Tucker Kraft. That has a nice little rhythm to it. I'm going to do the ultimate victory lap right now, okay? I have to. My hands are tied, and this is my first, true receipt-keeping victory lap because I called this, and I was screaming to the Green Bay Packers to elevate Tucker Kraft. And let me show you. Here is a video that I made and posted on April 15th, 2025. So, pretty long time ago. And this is what I had to say. Some of these security blankets. And what really drives me crazy personally about the Packers, and I've been banging on this drum and pleading with the Packers to build that safety net, with their tight end, with Kraft. And it just kind of drives me crazy because we can see Kraft, he had 70 targets. And to me, that is so low. That is just too low when you have someone like a Jordan Love and a great offensive coach like a Matt LaFleur. I mean, Kyle Pitts has more, Laporta, Schultz, Ertz. Ertz is minutes away from retiring, and he's got, 20 more targets. I struggle with that. You have Jaden Daniels, who's like an electric, dynamic, mobile quarterback. You have, multiple receivers for him to work with. And yet Zach Ertz is still being fed the ball. And I just question, why is Tucker Kraft not being fed the ball? It kind of drives me crazy, because even at Tucker Kraft, who had 707 yards, and he had 70 targets, 50 catches. And then you look at his Zach Ertz, he had 654 yards and 91 targets, 66 receptions. So the production that you were able to get from Tucker Kraft was so much higher than Zach Ertz. Yet watching those games, I watched every single Washington Commanders game. Zach Ertz was such a focal point and a crucial point, and was also like a big down player in some of these gotta have it moments. Gotta have it first down. Gotta convert the third down, the fourth down, 2-point conversion, touchdown. Like in some of these big gotta have it moments, they relied on Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz was an awesome security blanket. And I for the life of me, I don't understand why Kraft is not becoming that. And now, Tucker Kraft is being clearly an elite top tight end. I went on and on and on. I won't make you watch the whole thing. He's got 37 targets, 30 receptions. Still not enough targets for me, honestly, but it's okay. And the two tight ends that are ahead of him in yards, they played 8 games. Tucker Kraft only played 7. So that'll do it. But he's third in receiving yards for tight ends, second in tight end in touchdowns, only to Dallas Goedert, who has 7. Goedert also only played 7 games, so that's a fair trade-off there. But yeah, I mean, it's just we saw it. Right, we're seeing it this season. We saw it against the Packers. Orlovsky and Hawk masterclass on how great Tucker Kraft is and can be and continue to be, and yet there's still room to grow. And then, of course, when you look at the Yak, and you guys know I love Yak, leading the NFL right now in Yak, in for tight ends, 339 yards. So good. I mean, the passer rating when targeting Tucker Kraft, 158.3. Pretty wild. I mean, even when we add in wide receivers now, still number 1 with 158.3. I mean, Tucker Kraft is second in the NFL in Yak with 339. And the next one up is Jamar Chase, who obviously Jamar Chase is fed the ball at an insane amount, okay? He's got 97 targets. I mean, we got to think about this for a second, okay? Jamar Chase has 97 targets and 30 receptions, okay? Over double the receptions and over double the targets, okay? He has 720 yards. He only has 5 touchdowns, though. Tucker Kraft has 6 touchdowns. So in half the production, in half the, targets and whatnot and catches, has more touchdowns, okay, and almost the same amount of yak. They're just shy by 24 or so. He's getting double the yak per reception. And again, to be clear, yak to me is it. Listen, it's 3 prongs. Part of it is the quarterback being able to deliver the ball accurately. It is the coach and then the player themselves. I put it mainly on the other player, not the quarterback, on the player as well as the coach more than anything to be able to scheme this all up. I think they did a good job of showing when Yak is really a contributor, attributed to the player themselves. And in terms of like the quarterback delivering the ball accurately, if you're a good quarterback, you're going to be able to deliver the ball accurately in a way where you're going to get the yak. The only time you're really not doing that is when you're a younger quarterback who's struggling with accuracy. But like once you reach the level of Jordan Love, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, like, you're not going to really get credit from me for being able to deliver the ball accurately in a way where they're going to be able to continue to run on the move. That's like, That's base level to me. The rest is what type of player are you, and is your coach able to scheme this? I think it's, it falls on the shoulders of the coaching more than anything. But although Tucker Kraft obviously was a monster last weekend, that definitely was more on the shoulders of Tucker Kraft than anything else. But pretty remarkable, and I want to continue to see more of this, and I still think he needs to be targeted more. Okay, and I what I didn't show you is that because I've said this so many times, it's like Tucker Kraft, Travis Kelce, Gronk. Tucker Kraft, Travis Kelce, Gronk. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love. Follow the path in front of you. Okay, in 2022, Travis Kelce was targeted 150 times with 110 catches. Listen, I'm not saying you need to get that level, right? Because that is high level. Don't get me wrong. Travis Kelce is the only tight end in this bunch, right? The top 16 for targets are all wide receivers, and then you got Travis Kelce. But get after it, man. It obviously worked, okay? It obviously works. I mean, even in 2018, where you got Travis Kelce, you got Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce had more targets, 139. Tyreek Hill, 129. 103 receptions for Travis Kelce, 87 for Tyreek Hill. Feed the beast, man. Feed the beast. That's 2018, where Patrick Mahomes and that offense was playing out of their minds. I mean, when they won the Super Bowl in 2019, 130 targets. The number one target for Patrick Mahomes, 97 receptions. Follow the path. Follow it. I'm telling you. You do it. I'm begging you. Just do it. Lean into it. Lean into it more. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Green Bay Packers, Tucker Kraft, and that connection that Jordan Love has with him, and how elite he is, and how they need to lean into it even more than they already are? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.